hail of bullets from what is believed to be a semi-automatic weapon is heard on a neighbor's surveillance camera system Wednesday night. Minutes later, police rushed in and found 2 men dead from gunshot wounds.
I didn't take it for anything until I heard more shots, and then I said to myself, that sounded like a shootout. So I'm really saddened.
Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. What you have just heard, that's Jamaicans there, busting up, making their presence felt and known in South Florida. So we have import terrorism to the United States of America because this is what have been imparted to the youths from the 1970s and 1990s. That's when the government started to make it normalize criminality. So in the United States of America, they think that the United States of America is just like Jamaica. The channel as yet, this is the time to subscribe. Click the bell. As soon as this channel upload a video, you will be the first one to get the notification. Please like the video so that others can view its contents. Share the video on your Facebook, Twitter page and other social media pages, and comment below. In Jamaica, we know that we do not have a criminal problem. What we have is a corruption problem. At this channel, as a community, we do not like criminals, terrorists, their supporters, enablers, and financiers. What we have in Jamaica is a corruption problem. And we can see the seeds of terrorism that have been planted into the minds of the young Jamaican youths is morphing all the way into the United States of America and other parts of the world. Because this is what the leaders from the 1990s until now let these young Jamaicans feel like this is how the world is, in which they do not know it's only Jamaica, where the criminals have rights and the citizens have none. Jamaica is the only country in the Western Hemisphere where a person, when they commit crime, it doesn't affect them financially. The state is the one that responsible for everything, all the financial needs for the criminals. So the criminals committed crimes against the citizens of Jamaica, and the citizens of Jamaica, who are the taxpayers, have to fund their legal representation. How is that? That is being terrorized more than once. You understand? But this is the policy of the Jamaican government. You understand? So, as we said, I released a video um, yesterday, October 26th, telling my loyal viewers and subscribers that Squash 6 boss, who's living in South Florida, will be arrested and charged by the feds. Also, the state of Florida for his federal crimes and state crime that he has committed on video with Fredman, Raymond, and others who enters the United States illegally and have no rights to be in the country, as they did not enter as lawful permanent residents or on a visitor's visa. They came into the United States via illegal entry. And Squash can be seen on video that you have watched earlier in this video with these guys in a house brandishing guns, because these guns are not to be in the possession of these illegal immigrants. It makes them commit a federal crime and a state crime in the state of Florida. You understand? So it is a breach of state of Florida firearm law and federal law. So crimes, state and federal crimes has been committed in the video that you are viewing with squash smoking and drinking and all kind of stuff with his friends and extended clip. You know that he's a resident. I don't know if he's a citizen now. So he's a resident, so by law he's allowed um to have firearm in his possession. And one of the reasons for that, why they allow residents to have it, it wasn't for people like Squash. They did it because of because of police officers who were migrating from Jamaica to Florida so that they could work as security guard, and they need a G license. You understand? So by getting the G license, then you get the concealed permit too. So that's one of the reasons. So it's really um, police officer who migrated to America, United States of America in Florida. That's why they have that law. So that's the reason why squash is one. And the state of Florida knows that connection. That's when squash he came under the radar of the state of Florida police, law enforcement agency, and federal law enforcement. More or less, they have tons of recording against Squash, six boss. And when they reveal some of the evidence, he's going to fart and shit up himself and lose weight and become slim like Gulliver. All know the news not say Squash name. What this here say, said one of Squash supporters, Jacob, on the Jamaica Young Police channel. So I'm gonna supply Jacob with some evidence. So here's the evidence that will send Squash six bars to prison. 1907, title 8, USC 1324A, offenses. The first offense is that he's going to be charged under the Immigration Act because this the title that I've just read, he's going to be charged for illegal and smuggling. You can look on the thumbnail, you will see there the subsection. It makes a person. Yeah, that's one of the offense, and it's in yellow. The other one. So I'm gonna let you guys do all the reading to look for the offenses that he has committed. So that's one of the offense. Two, domestic transporting. That's transporting an illegal alien in the country. Three, harboring an illegal alien. The thumbnail is there now with the information. All you have to do is go and research it. Because I am not squash lawyer. I might sound like I'm a friend because I am telling him what he's going up against. You understand? But I have never met the guy. I'm not his friend. But I am just letting him know that he's going to prison for these things, in which he's providing all the evidence to Uncle Sam. He did in the video and didn't even know. He and his friends. You understand? Um, So we've got, been through domestic transport, alien smuggling, domestic transporting, harboring, bringing aliens to the United States. You understand? So squash and those are immigration charges, and immigration fall out on the federal government. And there's a whole lot more crimes that they're going to arrest and charge you for, squash, under the Immigration Act because of you bringing these wanted men from Jamaica to the shores of America, and they came here and committed a double murder. We don't, we the public don't know how many other crimes that they have committed since they have been here, because these guys are career criminals and terrorists. They are international career criminals because for them to in another country and committing so many crimes already. Um, and we know about Dujan too, that was here and is still here. You understand? I don't think that they won't Uncle Sam won't catch him. You understand? The US Marshal is on his tail. But all they have to do is just keep their ears open. You understand? They have various agency that listen to phone calls because Jamaicans love to talk on phone. And there's a lot of Jamaicans that work in various agencies in the federal government and state and local government. So they have various ways of catching you guys. So don't think that is not every Jamaicans are criminal minded as you guys who do not believe in informing. As me, I believe in informing, you understand? If you are a violence producer and stuff like that, you know. Um, people that who indulge in certain things in America and then you're sending back guns and all stuff like that. You're destroying the country, man. You're destroying people because all you do is taking lives. People like you are parasites. You understand? So, um, so squash. Yes, I am telling you, man. Your next home. So just prepare, because you'll be going to a penthouse. You understand? Which is a federal prison. And but guess what? The state of Florida might hurt you so hard that they give you more time so that you stay in the state prison. And in the state prison, they let you work for 12 cents per hour. Yes, man. So a lot big life for them things. Um, by the time you finish your sentence, you will, little like gullible, lose teeth and all them things. Yeah. So they're gonna level you with tons of federal crime under the Immigration Act. Then the ATF will be coming at you, and the feds, because you brought these people in, you brought these criminals in on the state of Florida, into the state of Florida, and to the shore of the United States of America. And that's a no-no, you understand? So, um, so the charge of you, they're gonna level for supplying Raymond and Fredman with firearms that they should not have in their possession. When Uncle Sam is through with you, Squash, I am telling you, you and the others, you are going to lose weight like Gulliver, because the United States of America is not Jamaica. And the government of Jamaica from the 1990s failed you and other young men. It's not your fault, but you have to live with the consequences, because everyone in life know the difference between wrong and right, and you choose to do the wrong thing. Squash six bars, the maximum term of the offense that I've mentioned earlier that they're going to arrest and charge you for. And when they convict you, the maximum term of imprisonment is 10 years for immigration breaches. And the other cases are not involved as yet. And I hope that you can calculate. You better do a flipper mafia, sing like a bird. You understand? Because after you are convicted, if you are not a citizen, you're gonna send it back to Jamaica. You know that in Jamaica, you know that as you hear some of these goons, because you're fighting two wars on two fronts. You're fighting a war in Jamaica with your former friend Shabdan. You understand? And you're fighting Walton Breed in America, in South Florida. And now Muscle friends them and Ford Law friends them are involved in this fight now. So you're a man who have expand your warring machine. Squash ball, squash six bars. All those who are telling you that you are the big man, when the feds hold on to you, let's see if you are going to maintain that way, because they are going to make your life a living hell and make your belly become like a jelly. You understand? Crime in the United States of America does not pay squash. And the biggest informers are the so-called bad man and dance. So if you think that you're living in heaven, you're living in hell, my brother. Or you're going to prison. And when you go there, you're going to get a penthouse. Because that's the only place that you're going. There are so many federal charges that you have placed on the internet that you have committed, and ignorance is no excuse to that. As you know that Fredman and Raymond, you know that they are shatters from Jamaica, and you are responsible for bringing them here. You understand? So in trying to hold on to you, there's not even Johnny Cochran could help you if he was alive. Because your ass is going to be in a vice. Your ass is toast. You understand? Thanks for watching the Jamaica Young Police channel. Have yourself a beautiful day. Peace. Squash. Tick, tick, tick. Man. You, you can't believe you me.